Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Megan.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Matt.
I'm Tracy.
And we're some of the Veggie boys. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. The most effective way to check tire pressure. So today is going to be interesting because we have now switched over to our winter schedule. Now our winter schedule actually allows us to be closed an extra day. I'll be going over that shortly with you. Now the interesting thing about working on the farm and being closed an extra day, it doesn't mean that there's less work, it just means that the farm market's not open. So not that it's an easier day, it just affords everybody the opportunity to work on some other things. I was a little late arriving to work this morning because I was taking care of some things with Callie. But now that I'm here, I'll show you what the boys all got accomplished. One, all the calves have been taken care of. They got their breakfast this morning. You can tell when all the calves eat in the morning because when you walk in here, they're not all yelling at you. Not only the calves in the single pens, which the reason why they're in the single pens is for their own protection. When they're this young, it's a lot easier for them to get sick, and it's a lot harder for them to get access to food. So when we have them by themselves, we can keep a close watch on them, and if one gets sick, the rest of them won't. They're only in those pens for a short period of time. That way we can make sure that their growth is going according to plan. As they start to get a little larger, we'll move them into pens with other cattle, which they all enjoy. They like being together. But yeah, we got the calves all taken care of, and they also got the rest of the cattle finished off. I gotta say, it's been relatively wet here on the farm, but all of this fill that we've added in has done a great job at helping us not to have just a sloppy area down here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, everybody looks good. And even though I wasn't here the earliest, I hear someone over in the chicken pen. So whatever they're doing, I'm gonna run over and try and help them. Good morning, chickens. Boy, that's a lot of eggs this morning.
Yeah, I don't know where they're all coming from.
They're probably coming from the chickens.
Duh.
So we've got something interesting happening on the farm today. Dad's actually gonna be going to an auction and we're taking stuff. What? I know, it's kind of crazy. So Dad wants to get going relatively early this morning, so I've got to help him get loaded up, which is why I'm hopping in the skid steer loader. You need to grab any more?
Nope, that's it.
All right. You'll notice Dad just got some chicken crates down, so that kind of gives you an idea of what's going on.
So we swap our chickens out every 2 years. Once they get over 2 years old, they start eating more feed and laying less eggs. They lay bigger eggs, but instead of getting one every day, you may get one every other day. So it becomes less economical to keep them. So before they get too old, and cost us more money to feed them and take care of them, we swap them out because we have new ones ordered coming in a couple weeks.
And I would love to take you guys to the auction to see how they sell, but they do not like you there with a camera, believe me. Yeah, they don't like you with a camera at animal auctions. It is kind of sad, but a lot of the people that are gonna buy these chickens, they realize that these chickens are only 2-3 years old. So it's a lot of families that purchase them. It's a lot of other farmers that don't want to pay for new chickens, raise them, and then have to wait so long to get eggs. So these chickens, more than likely, are not going to be butchered. They would be great for soup. These older hens, oh, they make great soup. And we've done that in the past. It was really good soup. But I don't think they're going to be used for that. Everyone's going to realize that they are still laying. When we put them in these chicken crates and we have them dropped off, they're gonna lay eggs in the chicken crates. So I think more than likely they will be bought as layers, but it's just something you keep in mind, you know, they're either going to be used for stew meat, which they're delicious for that. They're also going to be used for egg layers. A lot of families, a lot of other farmers will go there. So that's pretty neat. Do you want to stay on the farm or do you want to go to your new house? New house it is. We've got all our chicken crates loaded up. There's 60 chickens all together. Now, when you look at these crates, it may seem like they're a little tight. We actually don't have them as tight as you can. One thing, it's good to have enough birds in there. It keeps everybody warm, and also it doesn't allow them to hurt themselves by, if they get scared or something, they're packed in tight enough that they can't flail around, but not too tight that they're gonna suffocate or that anything's gonna happen to them. These birds are a little on the smaller side, especially because they're layers. If you had some meat birds in here, you definitely couldn't put as many as we did. My dad's been hauling chickens for a long time, and they've been using these crates for a long time, so he knows a thing or two about putting chickens in crates. I think this is the part of farming not many people like to talk about, but we're giving plenty of people an opportunity to have some nice chickens, and we're also giving us an opportunity to have more profits. And so we have our first load of older layer hens going out today. In the next coming weeks, we will be getting rid of the rest of them, but they served us well. Those are some good chickens. Just like that. All right. Wow, those are the backing up skills of a professional.
I've had a lot of practice.
Come on, girl. So Dad and Matt are now on their way. We got that cow loaded up. We also had those chickens loaded up. So everything with that is taken care of. Now that leaves Daniel and I here at the farm, and we're gonna be working on two things. One, washing potatoes, and two, grinding feed. So we're gonna get started off with potatoes. So what that means, Daniel and I have to get everything into place, which we're working on now. There's a big reason why we only wash potatoes when we're gonna use them. And that big reason is that wet potatoes do not store. The dirt that is on these potatoes when we store them helps to protect them from many different things. However, if we washed off that protective layer, well, then you know what could happen. So although it may seem like a pain every single time that we need potatoes that we have to wash them, but it's for the betterment of the potato. It helps us to serve a better product to our customer, and I think the potatoes look a lot nicer when we wait like this. Being able to store potatoes like this really helps out our farm market. It gives the customers something to look forward to all winter long, or as long as we have the potatoes. Fresh potatoes or stored potatoes that were farmed locally, they taste so good. Pulling out any of the potatoes that we cannot keep. Daniel is gonna get ready for grinding feed. So he's gotta move some things around with the forklift. forklift, and he also has to get the 110 hooked up to the grinder. So he's gonna be working on that while I sit here and watch the potatoes come out of the washer. You know, I was telling Lauren just the other day how hungry I had been for potato soup. And I don't know if it's just because of all the potatoes that we've been washing or what the case is, but I'm very hungry for potato soup. We've got our first bin filled up. Now all I need to do is wait for Daniel to get back with the forklift, and we can move this one out of the way and get a new one into place. So while I'm waiting, this is the perfect time to give the cattle a little snack. Hey, cattle. And go ahead, enjoy them taters. Oh yeah, they love to see it. Don't worry everybody, they're all lined up at the feeders too. I've got more potatoes for you. Daisy came like sprinting over. She was not happy that I was not giving her potatoes. I had to put my gloves on. My fingers were frozen from touching all those wet potatoes. I didn't mention it, but it's kind of chilly today, and I can feel my fingers, so. I mean, I don't know if cattle have favorite foods, but I think if they did, potatoes would probably be high up on that list. Could you imagine going your whole life enjoying potatoes and not knowing French fries exist or not having a baked potato? These cattle, they think they got it good. We already had most of our ingredients down here for grind and feed, but Daniel had to grab the last two things that we had up top. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have all this equipment. We're blessed. You can see we've got kind of like a half-filled bin that we're just gonna top off. That way we have 2 full bins of potatoes. We've made good progress. We've got both of our bins of potatoes completely filled and washed. Now while I've been working on this, Daniel has been getting everything hooked up and set up for grinding. So we brought our ingredients down. He's got our grinder pulled out. He got the tractor all hooked up. We just need to put our auger up into place, and then we should just about be ready to get started. Now we have our oats on the bottom of this bin, but we needed to add a little bit of protein, so Daniel is adding some soybean on top. We should just about be ready to go. This is all gonna be mixed up in the grinder. But yeah, we think we're ready. It's been a good morning so far. Cold, it's getting colder out, but it's been good. While Daniel was backing up and I was cranking it, we were just making sure that the tip of our auger right here is right over the top of the opening of our feed bin. It is gonna rain all day tomorrow, and that's one of the concerns we had. Even though Dad and Matt aren't here, we still wanted to get this feed ground. And we don't like grinding feed in the rain for a few reasons. Biggest one being all your ingredients get wet, and then you could have mold issues, which nobody wants that. Dumped in with some salt, and the brown bag was molasses. door has a bad habit of flopping when it's really windy out, so we try and make sure to lock this one. Daniel and I just got finished. We got everything put away. All the equipment is now under roof, and that's a good thing because there is a high chance of rain later on this afternoon and tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow it's definitely gonna rain, but for now we don't have to be too concerned about it. As long as everything continues to look good here, I'm happy. Uh-oh, the door's not open. So you ready? One-handed. Got the eggs. Oh, got it. Put it around the corner, kick it open. That's how we do it. Good morning, girls. And here we have the girls working. How's everything going this morning?
Pretty good.
How do you feel about bagging stuff up and not having to watch the store?
Pretty good.
So everyone, winter hours. Winter hours, winter times. We are open Wednesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. Now the interesting thing is that means we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Oh yeah, that's fun. But just because we have those days off or the farm market is closed doesn't mean that there's work that needs to be done. We still have our shipments coming in on Monday that the girls will bag up, all the bulk goods that we have. We also have other jobs, taking care of animals, getting things ready for when it gets really cold. There is no shortage of work to be done, and that is one thing that is true on the farm. I came outside to find two hooligans spraying our tractor with soap. I think they're gonna clean it. We've got Joel and Gavin out here. Oh yeah, Gavin got it all soaped up. Now he is rinsing it off. I'm getting ready to head home because I'm gonna help Lauren with some stuff at the house, but I wanna show you the door. Yes, we got the door hung up. Look at that kick plate down there. That's so we don't just ding up the door. We got it painted. Oh, it's locked. There we go. There's a sign in front of it. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get in trouble. I better not have scratched the door. We'll go out this way. I don't think I scratched the door. I know there were scratches on the bottom of it, but we're gonna repaint it. Yeah, look at that new door. We had a little bit of trouble with it. We had to fix up a certain section, but now that that's done, I mean, look at that thing. Isn't it gorgeous? That is a beautiful looking door. Now the frame was kind of like messed up with it, so we had to take it all apart. But now that it's back in place, it's looking pretty snazzy. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, the window looks nice. You can see out it pretty easy. I mean, new door. Who's not excited about a new door? I'm excited. You should be excited. New doors. Now I decided to come home. It is lunchtime, but we have some leftovers that I need to eat. We got Dominican food the other day. Oh, I love Dominican food. But anyway, I gotta eat that. And I also came home to check on my wife. She is not feeling well today. Because she was not feeling well, she had kind of a rough night, so she's just here. How you feeling, hon?
I'm okay.
She's okay. So I came home to make sure she got some food and to just take care of her a little bit. Are you playing with the ball? Show me how you play with the ball. So for dinner tonight, we are over at the farmhouse. Mom, what are we having tonight?
Stir fry, chicken stir fry.
Oh, doesn't that sound good? And I'll show you. It's a little pack here. We got Mama Bonnie out here. We got my mama. Mama Bonnie is Lauren's mom. And then everybody else is out here watching the Eagles. We have now got everybody out here at the table. Fully loaded house. That means this is where we're gonna end the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.